coronavirus cases has exceeded 1.6 million with more than 102,000 deaths, according to Johns Hopkins University, as countries deliberate over further lockdown measures or worry about second wave outbreaks. Meanwhile, the total coronavirus cases in India has crossed the 6,000 mark with 206 confirmed deaths so far, as the 21-day complete lockdown is set to end on 14th of April. Good morning, I am Bipashna Tamang and these are the headlines of the hour. The testing of coronavirus intensifies in the country. The Health Ministry says 630 samples were tested in the last 24 hours. Effects of lockdown seen in the agriculture sector. Farmers unable to send their producers to the markets. Agriculture Minister Bhushal says relief packages for the farmers on the way. The global coronavirus cases exceed 1.6 million with more than 102,000 deaths. Countries deliberate over further lockdown measures or worry about second wave outbreak. And 6 Barcelona board members resign, expressing concern over the financial implications of the global coronavirus crisis for the club. The testing of coronavirus has been intensified in Nepal. According to the Health Ministry, 630 samples were tested in the last 24 hours. Speaking at a regular press meet yesterday, spokesperson of the Health Ministry, Dr. Bikash Devkota, informed that the National Public Health Laboratory has tested 401 samples so far, whereas other testing centers outside the Kathmandu Valley have tested 229 samples. So far, a total of 3,524 samples have been tested. However, only 9 people have been tested positive for coronavirus so far. Likewise, spokesperson Devkota informed that the testing of 800 samples is underway and the results are expected by today. Dr. Devkota also informed that the number of testings has been increased with the extension of testing parameters. During the press meet, spokesperson Devkota informed 8,660 people are in quarantine and 125 people have been kept in isolation, among which 15 are in the capital and 110 are outside the Kathmandu Valley. Likewise, the Health Ministry has urged non-government doctors and medical personnel to join the testing of the samples and has decided to deploy medical students who are studying with scholarships in this task. Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli had called his Indian counterpart Narendra Modi yesterday and discussed about the situation in the region amid the coronavirus outbreak. Prime Minister Oli tweeted to inform that both the leaders discussed on further cooperation to fight against the ongoing global pandemic. The two prime ministers agreed on looking after the welfare and medical care of the people of both the countries. Almost 2,000 Nepalese citizens are currently in quarantine in India, whereas almost 700 Indians are in quarantine in Nepal. Prime Minister Oli also informed that both the leaders discussed on the smooth and continued supply of essential items during the lockdown in both the countries. As the country has entered the 3rd week of the lockdown, some people have started defying the restrictions in the name of distributing relief packages. According to Metropolitan Traffic Police Division Chief Bhim Thakal, the mobility of vehicles has increased in the capital in the name of distributing relief packages, despite the government strictly restricting people to come out during the lockdown, except in emergency cases. Mobility of vehicles is restricted without obtaining a pass from the district administration. The traffic police had taken more than 250 vehicles under control from the capital yesterday for defying the lockdown. As mobility from one district to another is banned, the traffic police have also started taking vehicles under control that do not have permits to do so. The traffic police have taken 7,300 vehicles under control so far since the lockdown began from 24th of March. Meanwhile, the police have also been strictly monitoring the movement of the public and have been taking people into custody who have defied the lockdown. Welcome back. Minister for Agriculture Ghanshyam Bhushal has urged the local levels to draft a strong agriculture policy to avoid possible famine as the consequence of COVID-19. Minister Bhushal said that he had submitted a relief package proposal for farmers in the cabinet. Our colleague Nimesh Banjade talked with Minister Bhushal on the issue. Here are some excerpts.
महामारीका कारणले गर्दा नेपालमा पनि भोकमरीको खतरा हुन सक्छ, देश भोकमरीको चपेटामा पर्न सक्छ भनेर खतरा उलाउनु भएको छ। कुन कुन आधारमा तपाईले यस्तो खतरा देख्नु भयो?
यो त यसै धेरै छ्याङ्ग देखिने कुरा छ, किनभने यसै पनि हामी एउटा ठुलो मात्रामा खाद्य वस्तुहरू किनेर खाने गरेका छौँ, अथवा हामी त्यसमा पनि आत्मनिर्भर छैनौँ, परनिर्भर छौँ। अन्तर्राष्ट्रिय क्षेत्रमै पनि सबै ठाउँमा चाहिँ अहिले उत्पादन घट्दैछ कोरोनाको कारणले गर्दाखेरि। सबै मुलुकमा उत्पादन घट्छ भन्नुको अर्थ चाहिँ मुलुकहरूलाई नै चाहिन्छ र त्यसले गर्दाखेरि विश्व बजारमा खाद्य वस्तुहरू कम आउँछन्। यसो गर्दाखेरि हामीले किनेरै खाने पनि सम्भावना कम हुन्छ। अर्को हाम्रो यो कोरोनाको कारणले गर्दाखेरि हाम्रोमा उत्पादन कम हुन्छ। बाहिरबाट हाम्रो छोराछोरीहरू फर्केर आउनेछन्, यहाँबाट जो जान्थे तिनीहरूले काम गर्ने मौका पाएका छैनन्। यसले गर्दाखेरि यी तमाम कुरा एकसाथ पर्छन्, हामी एउटा सङ्कटमा जाँदैछौँ र अहिलेदेखि नै राम्ररी नसोच्ने भनेदेखि हाम्रो लागि म त्यसमा चाहिँ अलि गम्भीर छु कि हाम्रो अगाडि भोकमरीको धेरै ठुलो सम्भावना देख्छु मैले।
अब तपाईले यसबाट पार पाउनका लागि स्थानीय तह र प्रदेश सरकारहरूलाई पनि परिपत्र गर्नुभएको छ, चिठी लेखेर पठाउनु भएको छ। यसको मर्म चाहिँ के हो?
यसको मर्म यसै पनि हामीले चाहिँ कृषिमा नयाँ हाम्रो लागि जागरण जरुरी थियो, एउटा नयाँ उचाइबाट हाम्रो कार्यक्रम गर्न जरुरी थियो। इतिहासमा जसरी हिँड्यौँ त्योभन्दा अझ अगाडि बढ्नुपर्ने थियो। हामीले सुरु गरेकै थियौँ, प्रयत्न गरेका थियौँ, केही नीतिहरू अगाडि सारेका थियौँ। अब यसमाथि यो कोरोना आइदियो, यसले गर्दाखेरि त हाम्रो लागि अझ जरुरी भयो। त्यो भनेको अरू केही होइन, हाम्रो साधन स्रोत क्षमतालाई कृषिमा प्रयोग गरौँ र तत्काल प्रयोग गरौँ, त्यो सबैले प्रयोग गरौँ। त्यो भनेको सङ्घीय र प्रदेश र स्थानीय सरकार, सहकारीहरू, निजी क्षेत्र सबै मिलौँ एकसाथ र हामी लागिहालौँ। यसो गऱ्यौँ भने 6 महिनामा फेरि केही फेरिन्छ, किनभने रोप्यो भने 6 महिनामा धेरै कुरा उम्रिने कुराहरू छन्। त्यसले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ कृषिमा केही ठोस मूर्त खास केही उपलब्धिहरू पनि हासिल गर्न सकिन्छ र कमसेकम हामी अहिले यो भोकमरीमा पर्नु परेन भने हाम्रो सबै नागरिकलाई राम्ररी खुवाउने स्थिति रह्यो भनेदेखि र भविष्यका लागि हामीले राम्रो गोरेटो बनाउन सक्यौँ भनेदेखि त्यो राम्रो कुरा हुनेछ।
तर यो कुरा सरकारको तर्फबाट सधैँभरि भनिन्छ, कृषि क्षेत्रलाई प्राथमिकता दिनुपर्छ, कृषिमा यो गर्नुपर्छ र त्यो गर्नुपर्छ भनिन्छ, काम चाहिँ हुँदैन नि फेरि।
हो, त्यो म आफै पनि देखेको छु। त्यो कारणले गर्दाखेरि हामीले कम भनौँ भन्ने नै सोचेको हो वास्तवमा चाहिँ। तर अहिले हामीले एउटा कुरा भनेका छौँ, अरू बेला भन्दा महत्त्वपूर्ण एउटा कुरा भनेका छौँ कि आगामी दिनमा तपाईँले उत्पादन गर्नुहोस्, त्यसको मिनिमम सपोर्ट प्राइस, न्यूनतम समर्थन मूल्य तोकिन्छ। त्यो समर्थन मूल्य तोक्दाखेरि तपाईँको सबै लागत, कृषि कर्म गर्नेको, कृषकको सबै लागत जोडेर त्यसमाथि केही निश्चित प्रतिशत उनको बचत हुने गरी यो समर्थन मूल्य तोकिन्छ र उहाँले चाहिँ त्यो आफ्नो उपज कतै बेच्न सक्नुहुन्छ, त्योभन्दा बढी मूल्यमा बेच्न सक्नुहुन्छ। कतै बेच्न पाउनु भएन भने कम्तीमा थोरै भए पनि बचत राखेर बचत रहने गरी किन्ने नै व्यवस्था सरकारले गर्छ। अब हाम्रो कृषि यतातिर गयो, यतापट्टि गयौँ हामी भनेर हामीले घोषणा गरेका छौँ। यो चाहिँ हामीले नयाँ कुरा गरेका छौँ, महत्त्वपूर्ण कुरा गरेका छौँ।
The notices provided by the Prime Minister and high-level government officials through web pages are not only considered official, they are also regarded as historical records for future use. However, at a time when the Prime Minister's official Facebook page and Twitter handle have been constantly misused, it is not clear who has been controlling and monitoring such activities.
The news that the government was making travel arrangements to return people stranded in Kathmandu to their home districts amid the ongoing lockdown created quite a confusion Thursday afternoon. The decision taken by the high-level committee to give permission to operate bus services for 2 days to take the stranded people in Kathmandu to their home districts was posted on the official Facebook page of the Office of the Prime Minister and Council of Ministers on Thursday. On the basis of this post, many news medias carried out the news of the high-level committee's decision. The news spread quickly on social media. However, the post of the decision was amended on the same Facebook page within an hour, saying that the decision was taken back as the provincial and local governments did not abide by it. After some time, the official Facebook page of the Office of the Prime Minister and Council of Ministers was not visible. Following this, Deputy Prime Minister and Defense Minister Ishwar Pokhrel issued a press release on Thursday clarifying that the government had not taken any decision in terms of sending the stranded people to their home districts from the capital. Hiding a notice issued by the executive head and ministers and trying to escape criticisms by blaming the media for executing false news has clearly shown the immature nature of the government. It has also shown that the government does not keep records of its published notices and does not have the culture of taking responsibility. Just last week, the explanation given by the Prime Minister's advisor Bishnu Rimal regarding a news published on an online news site was retweeted from the official Twitter handle of the Prime Minister. These incidents clearly show that the government has not held anyone responsible for misusing the web pages of the state's responsible institutions.
And it's time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
And here's the question. What's your take on the web pages of the state's responsible institutions being constantly abused? The options are option A, result of not being cautious, option B, lack of responsibility among officials, and option C, used for short-term interest. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your options A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. And time now for our special segment, Media Watch.
Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli addressed the nation on Tuesday, a day after the government decided to further extend the lockdown for 8 days amid the risk of the coronavirus outbreak. During his 23-minute-long televised address, Prime Minister Oli fortified the government's decision to extend the ongoing lockdown, citing the risk of the community transmission of COVID-19. Premier Oli expressed commitment to concentrate all powers in the country's fight against coronavirus.
आउने 2 साता सायद हाम्रा लागि थप चुनौतीपूर्ण हुन सक्छ। यो अवधि कोरोनाको लक्षण प्रकट हुने अवधि मात्रै होइन, समुदायमा फैलिने उच्च जोखिमको अवधि पनि हो। त्यसैले महामारीको संक्रमण फैलिन नदिन हाम्रा सारा प्रयास केन्द्रित गरिनेछ। सरकार सकभर संक्रमण फैलिन नदिन र फैलिहालेको अवस्थामा पनि त्यसलाई नियन्त्रण गर्न पूर्ण तयारीमा जुटेको छ। यस अवधिमा 7 प्रदेशबाट पोलिमरेज चेन रियाक्सन PCR प्रविधिबाट परीक्षण सुरु गरिएको छ। संक्रमणको उच्च जोखिममा रहेका जिल्लाहरूमा द्रुत परीक्षण र्यापिड डिटेक्सन टेस्ट RDT विधि मार्फत हजारौंको नमुना परीक्षणको तयारी अगाडि बढाइएको छ।
During his televised address, Prime Minister Oli stated that the government decided to seal border transits in a bid to contain the spread of the virus in the country. Premier Oli added that the government would allow the stranded Nepalese citizens to enter the country after completing a thorough health checkup once they spend the mandatory period in quarantine.
लकडाउनलाई प्रभावकारी बनाउन र सम्भावित संक्रमणलाई सकेसम्म सानो घेरामा सीमित गर्न सरकारले यो उचित उपाय अपनाएको हो भन्ने सबै देशवासीले महसुस गर्नु नै भएको छ। निश्चित अवधि पूरा गरेपछि स्वास्थ्य परीक्षण गरेर उहाँहरूलाई देशभित्र भित्राइनेछ।
The confirmed number of coronavirus cases in the country climbed to 9 on Saturday, 4th of April, as 3 more people from Kailali and Kantipur were tested positive for COVID-19 infection. Among the 3 infected, 2 had returned from India, while the 3rd person is a relative of a 34-year-old man from Dhangadi, Kailali, who was diagnosed with the virus. According to the Health Ministry, a 21-year-old man from Kailali who had returned from Mumbai and a 41-year-old man from Kantipur who had returned from Uttarakhand were tested positive for coronavirus. Likewise, a 34-year-old woman from Kantipur, a relative of the 34-year-old man who tested positive on 27th of March, was also tested positive for the virus. This was the first case of local transmission of the virus in the country. The 34-year-old man had returned to Kathmandu from Dubai with a transit in India on the 3rd week of March. This is Abhyuday Shrestha for Media Watch and Kantipur News Desk.
that's all for the moment. Keep watching Kantipur Television HD for more news and entertainment. Have a good day and stay safe.